Good morning. Your assignment today is to create the axle peg. The objective is for students to demonstrate mastery of CAD model features on Autodesk Inventor's standard.ipt to model the axle peg using the following features: extrude, chamfer, revolve, work axis, and work plane. Slice graphics, extrude, cut, and thread. You will make a submission at the end of class to LMS. The axle peg. There are several features on here that you can see on your own. We're going to use the chamfer, thread. We're going to use revolve. We're actually going to also use polygon and extrude cut. We're going to use revolve by creating half of this today. So now that you've seen the part, let's go to it. Here's the full peg and what you will do by the end of class and submit to Moodle today. So go to standard.ipt. Go to new sketch. And the first thing we're going to do is create the size of the circle. It says on the thread 1/4 -20 UNC times 1 inch with an offset of 1/4. So that lets me know that the diameter of the circle is 1/4 or 0.25. First number in the thread lets you know the diameter. Where it says 1 inch at an offset of 1/4, if I combine those two numbers together, I'll get 1 inch and 1/4. So adding those together again, 1.125 is my extrusion. In order for me to have a thread that is 1 inch at an offset of 1/4, I have to have these two numbers totally combined. Now I'm going to create a work axis and I'm going to create a work plane down the middle of my part by opening up my origin folder, YZ plane. Let's delete that. Try it again. Click on that axis. I want it at 90 degrees, so leave it at 90 degrees in order for that work axis to come up. I don't want it on the left side, I want it on the right side, so it brings me to the front view of the object. I'm going to right click and go to Slice Graphics and scroll into that part. Anytime you click on Slice Graphics, you have to click on Project Geometry. Project Geometry. Zoom in a bit, pick this up, pull it to the back. Now, I'm going to create a shape that represents the revolve of the peg. Make sure that's centered. Then I'm going to place a 3D arc here. Why 3D arc? Because this is a radius. I'm also going to make this line here a center line. I'm going to place diameters 0.422 and 0.25 on next. So from this edge to the center line, 0.422. And from this point to the center line, 0.25. My radius is 0.236. And my distance here is 0.031. And my distance from the edge, from the baseline to the top of the peg is 0.125. From here, I have enough information to revolve. So I'm going to finish sketch, revolve. It'll automatically pick up my center line, my profile, and my axis. Almost done. Click on the front of my object. Use a polygon. It is a hex, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Click in the middle. Make sure that the lines are flat at the top of the peg for the hex. The directions on here say that it must be 5 divided by 32 across the flats. The flats are here, flat to flat. 5 divided by 32. And it also says 0.11 deep. So when I extrude cut this, cut, you're going to go to 0.11. Press OK. I'm going to place a chamfer in the back at an angle of 45 degrees at a distance of 0.03. I have to click on the face and on the edge. Now, last touch, thread. I don't want a full length. I want an offset of 0.25. I want to switch ends. Let's change this around. 1 inch. Okay. Alright, just leave it at 1 inch because the entire shape itself is 1.25. So if you just leave the offset at 1 inch, it'll just go ahead and complete it. Alright, now you want to get rid of the work plane visibility, and you also want to get rid of the work axis visibility. Here you go. You now have an axle peg. So you're going to save it to the desktop with your name on it. So axle peg underscore Peg Broadnax. Save it to your desktop. You are looking for the desktop or your jump drive. I prefer the jump drive because then you have your parts. Only the jump drive, only the desktop if you do not have your jump drive today in class. Alright, once you saved it there, you're going to log into LMS. Go to the assignment that says train model parts. Oh, very good, Jose. You have turned in a few assignments. Good job. Okay, so go into settings. I have to change mine to being a student so I can load it on and show you how to properly do it. For the train, go to your parts, go to your page for it. Submit assignment. Do not wait to the last minute to start adding files on. You're going to browse for your desktop to look for the axle peg, open it up, and you're going to submit the assignments. Every time you submit something, I can see it and you can see it. It says click here to find if you've already uploaded a file. Click the arrow, and you can see that I've submitted some things. Submission detail. I can see what I've submitted. Every time you submit something to me, I can see it. Every time you submit something to me, I can see it. And the timestamp in which you sent it in. So today, you all, I should see this from you by the end of class today. By the end of class today, I will be checking. I should see an email or some type of indication that someone has submitted something for the train, particularly the axle peg. Submit as many parts as you can today, but I want the axle peg turned in by the end of class today so that I can start grading this. All right, make sure that you take your part after you've submitted it off the desktop and throw it in the trash bin. So watch me as I do it now. I'm going to take it and throw it in the recycling bin. Do not leave your part on the desktop. Someone from another class could possibly pick it up. Remember, I can tell if you cheat because your part tells me the truth. Nobody makes a part the same way twice unless I demonstrated it that way. Okay? So, this is an example of how you can make this. You can start off with the revolve. You don't have to start off with the extrude. Okay? Only certain parts I demonstrate will be close to identical, but everything else is on your own. All right, have a good day. Do not destroy my classroom. That's a directive. Turn my computers off at the end of the day. If this is 4th hour, turn them off. First and second hour, do not have to turn them off. So please listen to the substitute. I want a good report when I come back. Thank you.